Vats. Let's see what's going on in here. And there's two Defilers immediately, and I don't know if they just walk through energy. No, they don't. Okay, that's cool. So that's good to know. So I'm just gonna handle this one first, and we'll worry about the other one in a second. And luckily, I didn't realize this, but Defilers do take heavy damage to death. Um, and as you can tell, they actually heal quite a bit too. But they actually not heavy damage. They are resistant to death, but not enough to where it makes it not sensible to use SDs. It's definitely still a good idea to use SDs on them. And from this one, we get another demonic essence, which is consistent throughout here. You're always going to get demonic essences no matter where you're hunting in here. And we'll see what we get next. So we grab a Plaguesmith. So time to switch back to our wand, or not wand of cosmic energy. Wow, wand of defiance. And we're going to SD him up. Hopefully get some steel boots, maybe some K legs, who knows. Maybe some different forms of steel. Which I always thought it was cool that they did make the Plaguesmiths drop all the different steels. Like they dropped Draconian steel, Royal steel, Hell steel, which for those of you who don't know is equivalent to different items. Like Royal steel is a crown armor, Hell steel is a devil helmet, and what's the trying to think of the other one. Royal steel, Hell steel, and why am I drawing a blank on this? I know this stuff. I just said it too. God damn it. It's making me mad. I get frustrated when I forget things that I know I should know. And I really should know this. And we get another Defiler on us, so that's cool. Defilers are actually really cake for sorcerers. I never realized how hard SDs hit on them. And plus my Exori Grand Flam hits quite hard as well, so. And we finish them off. It's actually totally worth SDing them because they drop demonic essences really often, and they have chances of dropping and I'm going to put another energy wall up, just kind of in a different shape here, because I don't know what's coming. We grab a Defiler, so that's okay. We'll let him pass on through. And yeah, this spot is really condensed with creatures, so that's why I put up walls before I even see any, just to be safe. And I know I could be grabbing these slimes, but they're really not worth much, and I never really ever collected them. So we get a Plaguesmith, who we're gonna let him come through this area and run him to the south. And that's what's nice, is there are built-in spots to run stuff here. So, and even just Plaguesmiths and Defilers are fine creatures. One is weak to energy and one is very weak to fire, so they're certainly good creatures for me to hunt either way, Just gotta switch out wands, which, I mean, it's a bit of a nuisance, but it's really not that annoying. It's not annoying enough to prevent me from wanting to hunt here. And we get a two-handed sword. And there's another Defiler up there, and there's a Plaguesmith, so we'll grab him first, as he is faster and is on us. And we're getting towards the Blightwalkers now. They are lingering a little bit further north, which makes sense. They are harder. And also the Sons of Verminor, which we're going to try to avoid them because, like slimes, they don't give any loot. but unlike slimes, they deal hella damage, and they're actually quite powerful creatures. They are sons of a demon god, so, or a demon deity, I guess. I don't know. Suppose deity and god really mean the same thing, so. Uh, but yeah. So run into the north here. And we'll, oh, and that Defiler was already coming towards us. How about that? I didn't even know how far down he was. And I want to check our experience per hour here too. I imagine it must be decent because we finished Defilers quite quickly, and the Plaguesmiths are pretty quick to go too. They take a little bit longer, but the Defilers give great experience. So we're still making close to about 1,000,000 an hour. So that's good. Haven't seen anything too special yet as far as loot, but you know, you shouldn't really expect anything too special when you first get in an area. Like I've always said, it takes a little time. Usually, I mean, sometimes you hop into an area and get the rarest thing a creature drops, but that doesn't happen often, and when it does, it's pretty awesome. I usually seem to have better luck when I'm recording with loot. Um, but then again, my one Grindfest video in Garoma, oh my god, that was the second worst loot I've ever gotten in a demon hunt, I think. Something like that. It was bad. I know it was bad. Like terrible. So, and we get a platinum coin from him, so we'll just pick that up real quick. And move up to the north, and another Defiler. So pretty much so far, we're pretty much just fighting consistently. Like I said, Defilers and Plaguesmiths, which is fine by me. I'm fine with just killing them. They're both quite easy for me to deal with. And they're both very weak to me. Whereas the Sons of Verminor are not. And neither are the Blightwalkers. The Blightwalkers take decent damage to physical attacks, but that's about it. So we're going to creep up here a little bit, and we get a plague, so that's cool. We'll grab him. And I'm worried that if I run him all the way to the south, he'll poof. So I'm going to try to just maneuver him around here, rather than pull him all the way south. I guess we can test it. Nope, he's alright still. He's doing just fine. And for some reason, I've always liked killing Plaguesmiths, and I've always liked them as a creature. I don't know, I think they're neat. And they are pretty strong to death, but they are obviously not immune to it or anything. I forget exactly how resistant they are, but they are weak to energy, which is very helpful being a sorcerer. And let's see. Let's see what we grab next. We get a Defiler, so that's fine. Ooh, I don't know if that was from a Defiler. 341 in poison, that seemed like a Blightwalker hit. So there might be a Blight lurking right above him. I don't know yet. We're gonna take him out first, and we'll explore a little further. Like I said, I do want to try to avoid the Sons of Verminor as much as is possible while hunting here. And we get another Demonic Essence. Those Demonic Essences are just like crazy here. We got 11 already. You almost get Demonic Essences like you do at Furies here. And we get a Son of Verminor. So I'm going to try to avoid him and go to the north a little. And instead we grab a Blightwalker. So we're going to put up an E-wall right about here. And where'd he go? No, come back. I do want you. I do want to fight you, although you are going to be annoying and take a lot of supplies. We are going to kill you. You're not getting off that easy. So with Blightwalkers, I use explosions and great energy strike because that seems to be the most effective. Blightwalkers deal heavy damage with their poison hit and also other things. Oh shit. So now we have a Blightwalker on us as well as a Plaguesmith. So it's about time we start using some avalanches, I suppose, as we do not have thunderstorms, so we're going to have to make do with what we got. Ooh, I did not mean to do that. We're not trying to move toward both of them. And I use a Grindfest on the Blightwalker, and we're trying to get them on the same side of this. And we're also not trying to get both of them close to us at the same time, as they can deal pretty heavy damage together, especially. And the fact that Blightwalkers make you drunk, and that Blightwalker is about to run. He is going to run. I know he is. Very soon. He's just got to be a couple. Yep, there he goes. He is running. So we got him cornered, so we're going to pick him off now. Like the scared dog he is. And Blightwalkers do actually have great loot drops. As you can see, we get Terra legs and a bunch of great mana pots and platinum coins. So on the first one we kill, so just goes to show that they do have great drops. They are a little threatening, and the worst part about them is their resistances. If they didn't have such great resistances to a lot of the powerful spells I have, then they would be a little more appealing to me. Unfortunately, with explosions, they take quite a bit to kill. But we're going to grab those Terra legs. Thank you. Appreciate that. Definitely worth every explosion I just used. And we get a Defiler respawn, which is fine by me. I'm fine with just doing the little routine we've got down here. Over to the east, actually, there are more plagues, or not more plagues, more Blightwalkers. There's a sweet spot of them right over to the northeast. And if you've seen my Vats video when I hunted here with Ildil, we kind of tried to focus on that. But with both of us, we were able to lure crazy amounts of creatures on us. It's just me here now, so I have to be a little more conservative and a little more careful. And oh, there's a Blightwalker, but he paralyzed me, and actually, ooh, it is getting heavy, so we're gonna throw up an E-wall, throw up another E-wall, and throw up an E-wall here. And unfortunately, the Sons of Verminor run right through it. They do not care about energy walls at all. So while the Blightwalker is distracted with that, we're going to pick off the Son of Verminor, who is going to be dealing heavy damage to us, unfortunately. Like I said, they are just such mean creatures, especially for the fact that they don't drop anything. Ooh, and I do not want both of them close to me at the same time. That could mean for a very ruthless combo. So we're trying to finish off the sun, and we do. And he turns into poison, which allows the Blightwalker a close spot to me. So that's no fun. So we got the Blightwalker where we want him, though, so we are just going to keep moving back and forth through our energy wall and use explosions combined with Grindfest, as I said, because that is my strategy for taking them out. And it works pretty well. It's the best strategy I've found on a sorcerer. Of course, I can also use, if I want to use my mana up, I can also use my great energy waves and great energy beams. So actually I should just come here with more manas and then explosions, I suppose, because I deal a hell of a lot more damage with those than I do my explosions. You know, I mean, they do pretty good damage. I should still keep them as like a backup, but I think I should switch to manas for my main damaging. I never really tested my E-waves and stuff on them before, so But that's what we do. We learn. And they drop hailstorm rods really consistently. I think they have like a 10% rate on them or something. So they're awesome to hunt as well. Like I said, they are kind of powerful creatures, and obviously that makes them a little more nerve-wracking. So we're going to throw down another energy wall. And give him the 1-2 with as many of our energy spells as we can. And I guess I'm just going to go for experience per hour over everything. If we use up some extra mana pots, so be it. I like getting more experience per hour, and I like also dealing that heavy damage. And we actually do deal pretty nice damage still with the energy, our heavy energy attacks. So it's definitely still worth doing. I dealt a 555 or something on him with the energy wave, so that was cool. And he's about to run, so we'll corner him where we cornered the last one and take him out. And we get 4 platinum coins and a bunch of wheat. So there should be some Defilers and Plaguesmiths respawning. And we got a Defiler on us now, so we'll take care of him. So yeah, this is actually a really cool area for me to hunt now that I kind of understand what I need here. I need a decent amount of SDs and a really good amount of manas and a lot of energy walls and a decent amount of explosions. I don't know if I already said that or not. I don't think I did though, so. And we could get a plague, so that's cool. We'll grab him. And plagues have a really good drop rate on K-legs too. I think it's like 5% or something. I don't know if it's that high, but I know it's high. So all the creatures in this area actually have really good drop rates. Of course, the Sons of Verminor are an absolute bummer, and they deal massive damage. So they're the only thing that's a thorn in my side here. But other than that, and they're pretty avoidable for the most part, because you know, once I get to know the spawn a little bit better, it'll be easier for me to avoid them. But unfortunately, they hang out right next to the Blightwalkers, so of course the two meanest creatures in the area hang out side by side, of course. So we grab a Defiler. And there's actually 2 of them, but that's fine. We can handle that. That's what was here in the beginning. I did have an energy wall up, so that was a little different, but whatever. Still nothing we can't handle. Especially with the amount of SDs I brought, which is extra handy for the plagues and the Defilers. And for Sons of Verminor, completely useless for the Blightwalkers, because I believe they're completely immune to death, which makes sense. They are like these undead scarecrows, like skeletal looking creatures. You really wouldn't expect them to be susceptible to any sort of death damage. Oh geez, and I get a Son of Verminor and a Blightwalker on me, so I'm trying to haste away. We're seeing that's not happening too well, so I'm going to throw up another E-wall, and we successfully block off the Blightwalker for now, so we can deal with the Son of Verminor. Or maybe possibly make him poof. I don't even care if I waste some supplies and he poofs, because I don't like killing them. They're just annoying. But he is seemingly refusing to poof, so it looks like we're just going to have to SD him to death. And at least when they're not right next to you, they don't really deal too much damage. It's when they're up close that they get that heavy damage, and it would appear. But he's almost dead. we've almost got him down. So just a couple more hits. And he's down. And they do give really fair experience. That's a lot of experience. So we're going to drag that Blightwalker across and put up another E-wall right about here. And just obliterate him with energy attacks as we were doing before, and explosions, of course. And I don't know exactly how resistant they are to energy, but it's enough to the point where Exorivis is less effective than explosions are. They really don't, they're not weak to physical, but they certainly don't have any real strength to it. They're much easier for paladins. Paladins, they also are weak to holy, as they are an undead creature. So, yeah, they really are more of a paladin creature, but sorcerers do seem to have a pretty fairly easy time with them. Um, I guess the worst vocation possible to try to kill them would be a druid, and that is gonna piss me off. Oh, he paralyzed me while he's running. And we get a plague on us. God damn it. I want to finish him off. I just used a lot of supplies on him. But for now, we're going to focus our attention to the Plaguesmith. We'll have time to grab him. He's obviously going to be healed up a little bit, unfortunately. Hopefully he runs back to us before he's healed too much. But we'll see what happens, you know. And I'm avoiding using Exori Grindfest on the Plague, as I'm trying to conserve my mana for the Blightwalkers, as they're the ones who really I need to use it on to be able to take them out quickly. And hopefully we can grab that Blight, and we get a Defiler on us. Yeah, that Blightwalker is... He took off, too. He's probably really far north. We're probably going to have to deal with other ones before we even get to him, unfortunately. But luckily we take out Defilers and Plaguesmiths fairly quick. And we get a Talon, which is the nicest gem as far as the lower gems you can get. I love Talons. I think they're awesome gems. And we get a Plague. So we deal heavy damage to them between the wand and the SDs. It's consistently over 500 a turn, so that's nice. And I don't know what the max is. I guess I'd have to rewatch this and see. But the wand itself does up to 100, and my SDs seem to deal up to around 700 on them, so that's nice. And we're just one avalanche away from him, and we get night legs from him. So I think I'm right about my estimates on their drop rate on night legs, because we've killed about as many as it would take to get a pair. So we get a Son of Verminor on us, so luckily we don't have anything else on us, so we can focus our attention strictly on him, which is a good thing, as they are rather mean creatures. I did not imagine I would end up hunting here. I thought I was gonna not like it here, but I actually do like it here quite a bit. So that's cool. And this is a neat hunt. It's kind of more of a variety hunt, so I think that's cool for you guys. I wonder what my experience per hour is here now. It's a little under a mil with my boost and the experience gain, and I get hit by another sun. That's unfortunate. I was hoping to grab the Blightwalker who ran off, but I wonder if these guys boost my EXP per hour, because I do get almost 20k experience from killing them, because they are powerful creatures. They just are slower than me, and really don't deal damage from afar, at least not like Blightwalkers. And luckily, death affects them quite well. I deal pretty heavy damage to them with the SDs, and I'm sure physical. Yep, the explosion just did 231 and finished them off. And we get a Defiler, so we switch to our fire. And 4 platinum coins. Yeah, you really do rack in the plats here. We're up to 72 platinum coins, so that's cool. And we're going to see if we can grab a Blight, or grab the Blight. Huh. I think he's gone. I think he left us. I think he's left the building. But this Defiler's here, so we'll kill him. And that was a Blightwalker using that spell, that big death spell, or death bomb that we just saw in the northeast corner there. But I don't know if that was one at full health or a weakened one or what. So obviously there's 2 Sons of Verminor, so we're going to try to separate them. And we did a pretty good job of that. There's just one on us now, so we'll handle him. And they seem to be about equally susceptible to fire and energy, which, I don't know, I think it's odd that they're not weak to fire or energy, and I wonder how ice does on them. They seem to take pretty good damage from ice. Are they weak to ice? That is weird. Because let's see what my flam does. I don't know. I think they might be weak to ice. I don't know. I haven't looked it up. I really don't know much about Sons of Verminor. Just because I've never really had to deal with them much up until hunting here, of course.